Now we got the guy Richard, he's coming to change the tire on the picker. High five. We're rolling. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday. It's the day after Hurricane Sally. We've got well over, Kyle, you said you had what, 9 inches in your gauge?
Yeah, over 9.
So yeah, we got well over 9 inches yesterday. We're headed now to some fields we've got about 2 miles from the barn to check on them, see how much water we got standing in the fields on the peanuts and the cotton. So yeah, if you haven't done it already, please subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and let's get started. You ready, Jeff?
I'm ready.
Ooh.
Jim, you gonna run the red light?
No, it's called a California roll. Y'all look. We're good. All right, just got here to one of our peanut fields. Quite a bit of water, which I knew there would be. Pretty wet. But as you can see, pretty wet there, but actually, I figured we'd have more water standing than what we do, which had a little time to soak in, but not a whole lot. Check on one of our cotton fields. This is our last field of cotton we planted here behind the cucumbers. So it laid some of it down, but for the most part, she'll be fine. Like I say, if this cotton was a lot higher, a lot taller, and it was defoliated, then probably a lot worse. Luckily, we didn't get a whole lot of wind yesterday. We just got a lot of rain. So twisted up a little bit, as you can see, but should be fine. Stand her back up. See, we're kind of wallowed the root, but if you sure enough had a lot of wind, like we did back in 2018 when Hurricane Michael hit, I mean, when you have a 150 mile per hour sustained wind, it's not good. Especially isn't good when your cotton's defoliated and all that's out there is open cotton bolls ready to pick. When it's not defoliated, you still have all your foliage, all that, to kind of protect it. So let's go see what some more peanuts are looking like. You hear that? Squeaking?
Yeah.
What do you think that is, a belt?
Yeah.
Serpentine belt? I've always said if they would name these storms something a little more intimidating, Terminator or something, people would take it more serious. It's pretty cool. I landed it on the truck. Y'all see that? Let's walk out here. Now these peanuts are approaching 100 and maybe 30 days old, somewhere around there. Well, we do have some gorgeous looking morning glory flowers, so it's not a good thing, but they are pretty. Who wants to pull me up some peanuts? It's hard to do with one hand. So we usually try to plow up around 140 days old. The issue with a lot of rain, obviously, if you've got peanuts that you need to plow up and you can't plow up because now it's way too wet, they're just gonna stay in the ground and mature more. Well, once they get to a point, they get so mature, they're just gonna fall off. So as soon as you plow them up, you lose them before you even turn them upside down. And just looking by that, that's some easy 3-time peanuts. Do this little scratch test. Now, Jeff, don't cut yourself. Yep, so that is in the light brown class. So by that, still needs to cook a little bit. She's not ready quite yet. 10, 15 days, she should be ready to come up. Hopefully by then we'll be dry enough. But if this peanut field was, say, 140 days old, and then we're another 5 to 6 days from even getting in here to plow it up, that's when you would have a yield loss. Our older peanuts should fare pretty well. It's only the peanuts that we need to be getting up now that we could have a yield loss. And of course, like the video that came out a couple days ago, the peanuts that's already plowed up, now they're soaking wet. That's when you sure enough have a yield loss, is when they're on top of the dirt. So sometimes it's better to have them on top of the dirt. Sometimes it's better to have them in the ground. Just kind of depends how old they are and kind of where you're at. You see, now I've kind of give it a good little tug to get it off. The older they are, you can just barely even, very little pressure or very little effort to get a nut off the vine. Anything else I should touch on?
Yeah,
good? Good? Breakfast? You didn't eat breakfast this morning, you're saying?
Not yet.
No honey buns?
Not yet.
Snickerdoodles? Oh, okay. Oh, you're about to eat some peanuts for breakfast.
Yeah, peanuts for breakfast.
Ah, I got you. All right, let's head back to the barn. Here's one of our peanut fields right off the highway.
Ruined.
We have got a lot of water there. Those peanuts will never be picked.
Completely under.
Wow. So far, it looks like we got the most water in this field, which this is a bottom, but as you can tell, man, oh man, even when this dries out, these peanuts pretty much toast. So it'd be a while. Got a tree in the road. So that there is some ducks. It's also our dry land cotton field that's underwater. Quack, quack. All right, we are back at the barn now. What we're gonna do now is get our Amadas picker. We're going and back it out. We've got a guy, Richard, should be coming to fix the tire, hopefully today. For now, we're gonna get it out, open this up, and do us a shop cleanup. Over time, the shop can just become a complete wreck, stuff everywhere. So we're gonna focus on this back corner, try to get all this put up. We've got stuff here that we haven't used in years that we're gonna try to clean up. You got this area. This area is a complete disaster. Got our tarps we could put on our planters. What else? Trash could go out. This is our bearings and races and all that, which is a complete disaster. We run a very loose ship around here. That, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Plenty to be done, that's for sure. Now the picker's out, really opens up the shop. Dad, I believe, built this shop in the early 90s. So he used to have the old barn, and then as the farm grew, he built this barn. I think he started with just maybe the side, or obviously the roof, and then the next year he put one wall, got a little more money, put that wall. Took him about 4 or 5 years to completely enclose it all, but definitely did it right. The only thing we can't get in here is the bowl buggy. That's the only thing that's too tall. Cotton picker just squeaks in here and everything else. It's funny when you start cleaning up things on the farm, you find stuff that you didn't even know you had. For instance, we have a whole case of mineral oil. Never used it. We've got our eliminator that was bought at the Moultrie Expo maybe 10 years ago, and we've used it about twice. With an old bag of seed talc that is busted open. Got all our clevises and all this. Top links for 40-50. Yeah, it's crazy how quickly things can accrue, especially father started farming in 1974. So you've got a lot of years of just piling on stuff, and you hate to get rid of it because as soon as you do, you might need it, but half the time it just gathers. Like this stuff here has been around since the 70s and the 80s. Quite overwhelming, but it's got to be done at some point. I got just a bunch of random trash, a toolbox. Got some chemicals that we got left over. Gonna store them in a safe place. I'm gonna head over to the old barn. This is where all the old junk we never used, we put in this barn to just sit in the barn for another 20 years until we eventually throw it away. It's a never-ending cycle. This used to be the old band room where we used to have band practice. Now, it's just a storage of old dirt bikes and bicycles. That's when my dad got on an exercising kick, but I rode it about twice and then quit. Jeez Louise! Mad Dog Films. That was my first little film venture back in high school, but for any type video, call 850-569-5268. That number's disconnected now with an old Racer X magazine. So this is another huge winter job we could do. More bikes, and got some old trophies. Let's see what we got here. Dad's old 40+ first place Southeastern Motocross Series. I think he beat Barry Carson that race. Got me a pretty good load now. Got an old exhaust pipe to a 4960, fan that doesn't work, an old tank, some wire. So roller to a module builder. Got all we can out of that one. Got an old case oil filter that is rusted. Jeff found an old fire extinguisher. We're gonna see if it still works. Oh yeah. Yeah, it does. All right, it's looking a little bit better. Got all our antifreeze and our coolant lined up. Got our cottonseed that we poured out the last little bit. Oh yeah, so much better. Got everything swept. Got our quick dry there, nice and organized. Now we got the guy Richard, he's coming to change the tire on the picker. On our Amadas picker, we got one tire that's bulged out, so he's coming to change it. And Richard's quite a character. Hopefully he'll let me film him. Come on, looking good. That is a tight fit, but we got it. Got a Titan 24.532. Let's see if I can track him down. Richard's running away from me. Richard, how long you been changing tires, buddy?
Oh, about 28, 25, 26 years.
28, 25, so a long time. This isn't your first rodeo.
Nope.
So we're changing the tire on our Amadas 2100. Scale from 1 to 10, how difficult is it to change this tire, you say?
About 6.
A 6? Ain't too bad. Too quick. What's that, just Dawn?
Like a soap caddy.
Gotta slick it up, huh? Thought that might be some secret mix you had or something. That's how you'll get them on so quick. Is this the hardest part, trying to get it on the rim? Yeah. One thing I've ever changed, a little small tires. I ain't never tackled anything this big.
Dang. Well, you see that? See
Yeah.
how thick that is?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't bend.
Yeah. There it went. Went. Oh wow. So what is this big thing? Called the what?
Cheetah.
Cheetah?
Cheetah.
The old cheetah. So if that doesn't get it, is that when you gotta put ether on it?
Put it on there.
Oh, okay. How often you gotta do that?
Twice out over 4 or 5.
Is that right? So you going with the ether?
Yeah, we gotta bring out the help.
So do you like doing this or you don't like doing this? Or it's just part of the job, huh? It's normal? All right. Knowing Richard, he probably prefers doing this way. That's right. Heck yeah. Yeah, I got a YouTube channel. If you check out Field Rows, just go to YouTube and search Field Rows, yeah. Here, I'll give you a sticker. I got a sticker. Man, it didn't take you, what, 20 minutes?
That one earlier wasn't quite as hard.
Is that right?
Looked a little bit tough right
I surprised it. I figured it'd take you a little bit longer than what it did. Y'all breezed right through it. We'll see you. Nice meeting you, Nick.
We done as good as we could.
Oh, yeah. The best in the business. Man, that was quick. I'd have no idea that they would get that tire on that quick. Great work. Richard's a great guy. He's been doing our tires for, I don't know, 5 years or so. Great thing about Richard, he'll come to the field to fix it. You know, a lot of guys, you want to take the tire, bring it to him. Nah, you call Richard, he'll come to the field and get you back going. She's on. I'm gonna head to lunch. It is Trail 17. Let's go to lunch. All right, and I am back from lunch. The sun is shining, so that's great. Hopefully it keeps shining, and hopefully maybe Monday we could get back in the field and start back picking some peanuts. But I appreciate all the support. Guess we're gonna end the video here and give this video a thumbs up if you haven't done it already. Subscribe to our channel. And until next time, keep it in the field rows. See ya, bye.